listen.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back. It's us again, your favorite podcazzers, Alan and Dave. Hi Alan.
That's what's up. Hello guys. Well, welcome. Yes, it's been exciting. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
We haven't been doing this for a bit because we've had 1 or 2 weeks of, it was just very busy.
Yeah, let's just call it a hiatus.
Yes, exactly,
Yeah, sure.
exactly.
No, but we've been busy on opposite weekends and weekdays, so it was kind of rough, but you shouldn't notice anything as the audience, I guess, because we're going to be uploading these in a continuous stream.
That's correct, yes.
But just for anyone who was wondering, it is now summer. I'm sweating like a bull.
It's true. It's official now. It's been. I think it's been like warm for a week, around about 2 weeks. There were days where it was on occasion rather warm, but it's starting to get better.
We had a hailstorm and then it got hot again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. By the way, once you mentioned we were in Switzerland, located in Switzerland, and here we have quite drastic changes between summers and winter time. Yeah. That's pretty massive.
And also that means hot to us is not hot to most people.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. If you've been to LA for a while, you'll figure it out. Yeah, that's right. Freaking crazy. But
let's move on.
Yes, but a lot of things have been happening. Therefore, because we've had this break, and so yeah.
What have you been up to? Did you consume any media again? I'm sorry, it sucks.
I love it every time. It never gets old.
It's
old, but it's good.
Was old
it just completely holds up.
No, did you watch anything new?
I did consume media, but less so than I did in a while, because I've started to. I mean, I do consume media in the sense that I do some gaming.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's consuming media.
I'm always hanging about, like I do YouTube and stuff, and I kind of like and I Google shit obviously, but but the thing is I started to do this a bit more consciously. I've started to separate my life into more specific bits. Like I've been picking up on playing the piano.
Right.
Very recently again. Well, I've been playing the piano
recently again,
on and off. Yes, I've been playing on and off for like since I was 10 years old or whatever, you know.
Right.
But now I've been on a long break. I moved the piano in here, and we've lived here for 6 months. But when you move in a new place, you got so many things like filling the shelves and doing all that stuff.
Everything else is more important. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's like I finally settled to the point where I said, okay, I'm gonna do some jamming, and I play some piano again now. And what I realized was when I was practicing is how conscious you can be in like this time span of like 40 minutes, an hour or something, if you're really fully immersed in the process of what you're doing. So when I'm playing the piano and I'm practicing this, I really zone out and I just do that. And I feel much more efficient as opposed to when I got like 3 topics in my head that I'm juggling and I'm not really moving forward on either one of them. Or like just barely on some other thing that I'm working on, where I realize sometimes it's just cool to do something and do it consciously.
Yeah.
And that eliminated the whole media consumption news stuff. It just became boring because am I going to watch the news? No. I used to just flip by this shit because I was just, I was bored. But when I said I'm going to do stuff more consciously, I realized there's not really any priority to it for me.
So you immerse yourself in the process of learning the piano again or something like that. But it doesn't feel like you're wasting time. It's not like, oh shit, it's 8 p.m. I have to go to sleep or I have to...
No, the thing is that, of course, you lose a lot of time. You can spend a lot of time doing these things. But when you're practicing, like, you can get a lot done within half an hour or within an hour. And I think I'm much more efficient. I think 100% on one topic is like, if I work on 3 things at the same time, it's not going to be 30.
Yeah,
it's going to be 25, 25, and some other shit that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, humans were not designed to multitask.
Exactly. And I get easily distracted, and I'm not really paying attention to this anymore, and it's like it's completely, everything is sort of waving, shifting by.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably true, yeah.
And I realized we have to appreciate life, and you can make more of your life by just consciously selecting a few moments to do something fully.
I mean, of course, I'm going to agree with you on that, but it's hard, isn't it?
But you have to have the time.
It got hard.
But you're studying now. Like you're in a different. Like we're talking from two different levels. Because I got my quiet, chill out weekends and.
Yeah, but I'm also trying to not study. I have to study right now. It's finals week or next week.
And you distract yourself desperately.
You really have to.
Have you been consuming media? That's the question. Have you been distracting yourself?
I mean, yeah, sure.
There we are.
The issue is when I have to do things for university or for work or whatever, I think to myself, yeah, you have like maybe 2 hours on Saturday. You have free and you can consume media, and I'll just go to like a TV series that I've watched a million times, like BoJack Horseman, and just watch it because I think that's not something new. It's not going to distract me from my studies. But then what happens is I just kind of stick with it and keep it playing because it's in the background because I already know it by heart. Pretty much. Yeah. And then I say, oh yeah, let's just keep it on the TV, and I'll just start researching for the papers that I have to do until the end of semester, and then I'm kind of in that limbo where I'm just multitasking, not really, and I'm mostly watching a TV series that I've just seen 100 times before.
Well, it's the thing with binging, isn't it? But I mean, there's even that is something that I've realized, like. Even binging you can do consciously and like do it in a block and say now I'm gonna do this and I'm really gonna watch this stuff and I'm not just be on the phone all the time or something, or exactly the other way around. But what I think with you, I think this is a bit of a different thing because you have to do something which kind of, let's just say we're not entirely joyous about it. And so you're trying to like limit the pain by having something enjoyable going on at the same time.
And the issue is I love doing it. I love doing my studies. The topics are very interesting, but as soon as I have some kind of deadline or something like that, something switches off in my brain. I mean, that's some weird shit.
It just sucks on principle. It's then, like, why do I have to do this now? Because I have to fuck you guys.
And in the end, I'm gonna end up hating it because I have to do it in 2 weeks. And it's not fun to do it in that short of a time. But if I had started earlier, I would have had some fun with it.
Obviously,
but now I don't. So
and that's the thing. Like that's the devilish cycle of you're never really relaxed. Even if you decide to like, you say, okay, I'll do it later. You're not going to be able to enjoy yourself fully until you've started to pick up on it. And then you're going to do this so late so that when you're picking up on it, you're not enjoying yourself either because now you're just too late and it's just going to suck all along.
But
knowing that, my friend, grow, my friend.
It's just,
what do you do with this?
The issue is that I have not yet been stopped. I think I've always gotten through with it, and that's why
that's the main thing. I mean, if your grades are well, and
But the mental toll is big. I mean,
do you feel that from a educational aspect, you'd kind of in theory even enjoy learning more now that it is where you're like trying to like dodge away from it? I've realized this about myself when I was at the acting school. I like never opened any of those books of monologues and stuff, and it just sucked the hairy big one. But then it was over at the acting school, and I was like, nobody's expecting me to do this shit, and I started to pick it up on my own. And I think it's kind of ironic, and I thought it would be nice if one could consciously just realize, I liked it. I want it.
You want to do it. You enjoy acting. You enjoy the theory. You enjoy everything. But
so why does it suck that if somebody says now do it, that you think, why do you say do it?
And I think maybe it's some sort of entitlement. Maybe just well now I'm not gonna do it. Like just we're just still teenage kids who are just like I'm not
instinctive rebellious aspects. And
partially, I mean, to me it's just that. Everything is so available, like media, gaming on mobile gaming.
That's crazy.
Just Netflix, anytime I want to. Makes it real hard to make this hard decision that I'm gonna read this fucking 20-page paper on childcare in Slovenia.
It feels like 200. It's like, oh my god.
But then I could read Harry Potter 3 again. Sure, why not? I would speed through that book real quick. But
flip through those pages.
When
That's interesting. When you have to read something, you have the tendency to read other things.
yeah,
It's very funny because it's like,
yeah.
dude, you're never reading this much.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you should read this. And then you're like, oh, what is that? It's like, that's been
Yeah,
there
it's
forever. Why do you pick that up
Yeah.
now? You should do this.
And the thing with studying as well is you have such a long spring break. Like, we're really spoiled, actually.
Yeah.
The spring break, what did I say? Summer break.
Yeah.
It's so long. I think it's 2 months.
But it's dangerous.
It's great. Yeah, it can be.
Time runs out.
can
I
be.
think the last month is going to be hectic with a lot of students.
Right. But the thing is, I could do anything I want in that
Yes.
time span. There's
Yes.
no issues. I could go travel. I could watch
Yeah.
every series
Flexible
on Netflix.
as can be.
But I have to do it now in the last 2 weeks of the semester, and I hate myself for it. It sucks so much.
I totally get it.
Yeah.
Get it. I think that's just something. It's a behavioral thing. We just can't help ourselves.
And I respect
the
my
fact that we can really consciously know something like that.
Yeah.
And we're completely unable to fight against it.
Yeah.
It's just this urge that's just gonna crush any aspiration
Right.
you've had along the
you know a fact, but the transfer to actions, which is what we call it in the business,
Absolutely.
transferring to actions is the hard part, and you have to you just have to get over yourself, really. Because I have friends who are way better than me at studying, who are, some have already finished their educational careers or have started up new things. My friend is going to Sweden to do a second master's degree. I mean,
Oh, cool. A second one.
a second one.
Dude.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh gosh, yeah. Is that even possible?
Yeah,
One
apparently.
brain, two.
Apparently, but she's doing it, and I mean, for her, she cannot even start doing anything else until she's done her studies, which is not actually that much better. She's under constant pressure as well.
It's the same. Yeah.
It ends up being the same
Yeah.
thing. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do my shit the way I did
It's
it.
true. So yeah, because in the end, you'd have to ask yourself, like, assuming that everybody passes their test, you'd have to figure out, like, who had the greatest sense of comfort throughout the time, on average. Because you can't say, like, one, or that's the question, like, is 2 great moments worth a long, okay time?
Yeah.
Or is the suffering after the 2 great moments so great that I'd rather have the...
Yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah,
always...
you have to figure that out for yourself, because
That's true. It's
we all have
individual, I
different.
guess.
We all
Yeah.
have different studying strategies. So
True.
yeah. Well, enough about me.
Yeah,
What
well-
have you been consuming?
Moving on, yes.
You didn't say what you were consuming. You just said you did.
But
some
that's true.
gaming.
That's true. Yes, I did. And that's something I've really grown. You know, I've really grown.
You've grown in gaming.
Yes, I've become. Yes, actually, I've become a. You know, I'm trying to evolve,
Right.
but it's very hard for me because, like, I'm a Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction fan. That is the game, and I'm not saying this, and I'm not cramping to the name, trying to rationalize it for
You know.
myself. I think really subjectively, I feel like this is the best game.
It's just because you were
Yeah.
paid by Blizzard.
Exactly.
Right. No.
Exactly.
No.
That was such a
I'm
hefty
kidding.
sum. I said, you know
I'm
what, guys,
kidding.
you got it for life. I'll always love it.
It's funny because I'm sorry to interrupt, but anytime
Go
I'm
ahead.
playing a game with my girlfriend, she's not really a gamer, and me neither. I mean, I used to game a lot, but now I don't have time. It doesn't matter. Anytime we play a game, I tell her, "Oh, Alan would like that. Oh, Alan would hate that. Oh, this seems like Diablo. He would love it." And we have a pretty good idea. I think I have a pretty good idea of what you like in games. Or
That's true, yeah. Because, I mean, you know, that's the thing with Diablo 2. It has a very specific sort of way of balancing the whole layout. I think we've touched upon that on earlier sessions too. But the thing is that I'm starting really like, and we've talked about that as well. There's other games, like new games that are coming up that are pretty competitive and pretty cool and interesting, engaging to play. And I'm trying to really stay sort of. I want to keep my feelers out and be open for new games, which is something I've never been contemporary since 2001, when Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction hit the shelves. That's when I was on the new game and I was a fan like everybody else.
And you
but
stuck
ever
to it.
since, and then was like, oh, your game is 3 years old. And was like, oh, your game is 10 years old.
Yeah.
Your game is 15. It's 20 years old. It's like, I'm like...
You got numb to it.
Yeah.
You didn't even feel it.
Today when people are like, do you what kind of games do you like? I'm like, we're not talking about the same thing probably.
You don't
And
even
they're like,
know.
why? Do you like more this kind? Do you like, different play styles, And I'm like, well, no, I don't play those things.
Yeah.
None of them. Well, now I started to really like, I want to sort of open
Getting
up.
into it again.
Yeah. I
All
want
right.
to like embrace new styles of gameplay and see what's happening on the market because I do feel that it's become much more interesting nowadays.
Okay.
I think we've talked about Hogwarts Legacy. I think we've
that's possible. Yeah,
I think
probably.
we talked about that.
Probably did.
That was one game where I felt like it was really like love for the details and stuff. No, I think we have talked about it. And then also now I'm playing the Avatar game. What is it? Frontier, Pandora.
Pandora Frontier.
Final Frontier, Pandora Frontier. Frontier of Pandora.
You just move on and I'll tell you.
The Pandora's Frontier. The
Frontiers of Pandora.
It's
Avatar Frontiers of Pandora.
Frontiers of Pandora. Yeah, all of them. That's the
all
thing.
of them. It's
the
everything.
Frontiers. Like, that was crazy, man. No, but I've been starting to play that now, and I think that's very well done. I've picked up on. I've played Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah,
I've played that, but I've been a real fan of the original 3.
Yeah, right.
Ones. I think we've talked about that for sure. And then
Yes.
and now I've looked at Assassin's Creed Origins, which is somewhere in between. It was one of the first games with the new engine. Now that Assassin's Creed no longer, it sort of changed its style of targeting systems and everything.
Yeah,
the mechanics. I think they completely.
I mean, I was
up there.
I was at your place when you started Origins.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
And we got. I mean, we had some fun. It wasn't just the gameplay which was fun, but we had some fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's difficult to say which factor was the deciding one, but yeah, no.
Yeah, but we had some fun with it.
Having sobered up and kept playing the game, I've still felt that it's got some nice qualities to it, and I think it was really interesting. But it's interesting. Like there's these effects. Like if you have like a multi-level building or something, and there's a chest hidden somewhere. There's usually like one of those revealing buttons that you push that sort of shows you your
Reveal
environment,
buttons.
like to see behind the walls where are the secret.
But that's a
hidden
new
things.
feature.
It is kind of, but
so.
it is kind of, but it's been completely conquering the whole field.
Yes,
it's
everywhere. In any game.
I think the first game that I played where you had a tracker where you could like see through walls, but it wasn't showing you anything. All it did was it showed you the distance between you and your target.
Okay.
And it just was constantly like you had to like as if there was a straight line between you as the crow
But you had
flies.
to navigate yourself.
Exactly.
And enemies were
you had to
hidden.
figure it out. That's right. But that was Halo. The Combat Evolved. That was the first time I've ever seen.
All right, that was a while ago.
That is a while ago, but then it was completely not based like that. And I'm kind of wondering, like, I think it's somewhat ironic. I get those revealing, like, that they have those options. But
it's kind of also just wall hacking.
Yeah, and it's kind of nonsensical to hide it then.
Yeah,
it's like, why do you...
you're not hiding it.
Yeah, it's if I make it shiny and lighting up, we might as well just put it in the middle of the room.
And what I think is, I
mean, you know, but I got mixed feelings. I got mixed feelings. I can't really say that I feel this or the other way.
I know the sense of finding something with this tool is also rewarding. I mean, I get some kind of reward out of it, but also watching someone else play the game. In my case, it was Hogwarts Legacy. My girlfriend playing.
Yep.
And she constantly kept hitting that button, Revelio, over and over again to find that fucking chest.
I can't hear it anymore, but I did it too. You have to.
You have to, because it's well hidden.
Yes.
But I think it builds up some kind of frustration, and it's not the same as looking for a chest hidden in. Or an Easter egg hidden in the first Assassin's Creed,
and that's exactly my big issue with this. And I've played Origins, and I play Assassin's Creed Origins now, which is it takes place in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, and around about the time where they were building pyramids and stuff, and you're kind of discovering like there's like tombs and things where you're like going for treasure, and I think it's really very great atmosphere. It's very beautifully done, but that point with the Revelio, with the revealing.
Call it Revelio.
Yeah, we should actually.
Yeah,
it's probably Revelio. Called that. Game was already doing like
very like or Hawkeye. Some other game. It's
Hawkeye, yeah.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Right.
Eagle Eye I've heard as well,
Eagle
but Hawkeye, it's probably Hawkeye.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah. However, the problem I have with that mechanism is very simple. If I'm searching a pyramid for hidden treasure, I enjoy the idea that there's treasure I haven't found. I like that. I like that.
I saw that.
It's how
I saw that when we played together. The first level of the game is in this crypt in one of the pyramids.
Yeah.
And I would have been so fed up with all these hidden treasures around. I would have just run straight up. I would have no fucks given. I don't want 5 gold. I don't care. And you went for every single piece. And I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I wouldn't have done it that way. So it was a new experience for me as well. But
that's very interesting.
I was so fed up with those 5 coins.
You have to see like when I usually play, and I play with my girlfriend a lot.
Yeah.
If we play Hogwarts Legacy, we played Hogwarts Legacy. There's not a single stone we haven't turned in this game.
Everything. Yes. Every cat has to be petted.
Exactly. Which I just love to do.
Yeah.
This is so ironic because I used to shoot the cats, but you could do the
man?
What was the one where you lift things up?
Levioso, right?
So you shoot Levioso. You shoot twice, I think.
What
and
the
then
hell?
At some point, you Levioso, and then you shoot until it flies back a bit, and then you can Accio it or stun it. I don't remember the
stupid. Stupid Fed doesn't work. I don't know.
However, you can take one of the others, and then you can actually have it fly back and still keep hitting it, so the cat won't get time to get up and run away.
Man.
If you then time it perfectly, you can chase it away en flambe.
I mean, that's some
sadistic shit.
Sadistic shit. But you should go for a world record. Who can hold the cat the longest and make it run away en flambe afterwards?
That's right. My girlfriend.
But the real monsters here, and I'm gonna say this right now, it's a joke. Are the developers, because they made it so that was
the
possible.
painful expression of the cat, they deliberately consciously put it there.
You can keep her in the air for
those
5 seconds and hidden.
Yeah.
Horrible.
No, but it was it's like one of those features. It's a funny
fun.
It's a funny thing to do. It's like do something with the detail.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend is like detail. If there's flowers there, my girlfriend will try to water them. If there's flowers there, I will try to incinerate them. It's like we have a different approach at it, but
do both things work?
But she hated it. She hated it that I set the cats on fire.
Yeah,
and I started to pat the cats, and it takes ages.
Too long.
The camera goes dark black first, and then it slowly fades in as you're stroking the cat. Then
it's always the same
slowly
animation.
Fades out. Yeah, it's always exactly.
It hurts.
And it slowly fades out, and it's black again for a while until the screen comes back and you can move again. And she would be like, "Oh, this is so inefficient. Just leave them fucking cats alone."
Just burn them.
Well, that's what I was trying to go for.
Oh, okay.
Because I tell you, I petted every
cat.
single cat. Sometimes multiple times.
Sometimes twice. Oh man.
And I've realized it doesn't matter what I do with the cats. My girlfriend's gonna be angry.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
unless
maybe
I
she
ignore
just
them.
hates cats.
Maybe it's that.
Maybe get rid of cats.
Yeah, but then she would enjoy me killing them and incinerating them if she hates cats. Then she would be actively enjoying to see the pet. Yes,
maybe
fucking cat, but make it hurt.
Maybe the cats are.
By the
agitated.
way, if somebody just tuned in over here, we're not doing radio, but just in case somebody walked in from another room or something, we're talking about a game with animated cats, which are not real, and we're not changing the world by any negative factor at all.
Yeah.
Just
we are not hurting real cats.
Yes, just
in real life.
Just so that
real animals in real life.
That's right.
I have a dog.
Unless they deserve it, but That's another topic for another session.
Right.
No, but
We got hung up on those cats.
Let's move on. Cats with games. I wanted to evolve. I wanted to try out new games. I wanted to try out a wider spectrum of games. And I've been trying out a few games, and I like it because today I think gaming is. I think it's gonna be fresh now. There's a lot of old mechanisms. Like I said, we've talked about this revealing charm for the last time here, or like the revealing trick.
Hawkeye, Velio, whatever.
Yes, exactly. Right. Call it what you will. That thing, I think, we've talked about the two sides of that. But other than that, I think the diverse sort of worlds and the different franchises that are currently being worked on, I think there's some good stuff coming up. Okay. I think the horror games, they still need to do some catching up.
We touched on that, right?
There was a game for... have we talked about that probably? Saw. I think it was Saw.
The Saw. There have been multiple Saw games.
There've been a few. Yeah. And I think they were kind of enjoyable. They were well done. They were a bit one-sided. But that was the movies always.
That's the thing.
Saw is always that. Yeah.
And I don't enjoy the Saw games. I played one Saw game once, and it's not my thing. Yeah. But I like when games really lean into their gimmick.
Well, they were actually some of the first games with those separate mini games for a lock or something, and those things I've always enjoyed.
Oh, really?
And I enjoy that today in the games. I think they could be a little more refined. Although I have to say, in Pandora,
Avatar, Frontier of Pandora.
The Frontiers of Pandora.
Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora.
Yes. Exactly. In the Frontiers of Pandora, they have these like electricity connections. You have to circuit. You have to fix a circuit or something. And there's this mini game, and there's a little clock going down on the side, and you have to do sort of bridge things a little bit. It's simple, but it's a little more complex than it was in Hogwarts Legacy, because in Hogwarts Legacy it was very simple and it was a bit tedious.
And once you figured it out, it was fun the first time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They should have had maybe 3 or 4 different small games to sort of liven it up.
Switch it up.
Yeah. But I think in Pandora, the Frontiers of Pandora, I think they did well. They actually incorporated that, and they added something to it. And those things I like to see developing. I like to see that stuff, which is different. Back in the days when I was only all about Diablo 2, I felt like one game had to have it all.
Yeah.
Had to be perfectly done. But I'm starting to grow into a world where I have to realize this is not going to happen anymore for me. The kind of stuff that I enjoy about games is not the stuff they're working on at the moment. Yeah. So I enjoy just saying, hey, here's a cool aspect, there's a cool aspect, and I just enjoy it
you can play multiple games. I mean,
exactly.
That's fine as well.
Yeah, and I don't really. Yeah, exactly.
So to me, the big. I mean, I said I like it when games lean into one gimmick. The big one to me is Doom Eternal. Did you play it?
Doom Eternal.
The last Doom.
I played it. No, not the latest. No.
And it's really just. You have all these different types of interactions that you used to have in games. Like you have to heal some way, you have to upgrade your damage some way,
sense.
And you have to
armor and stuff.
Right. Yeah. And in Doom Eternal, it's just you can do all those things, but you only do it by killing enemies. So you kill enemies to boost your armor, you kill enemies to heal yourself.
Yes.
You kill enemies to do this and that, and it's really just you are just killing enemies all the time. And I think that's completely fine. It's not my thing. I tried it. It was fine. I put it away. I didn't play through it. But I think it's great. I mean, if you just want to kill aliens or something, go for it. That's the game. There it is. Take it.
And that's true. I mean, I think we have to realize, and I think it's easy for me to sympathize because I like gaming for many, many aspects and reasons.
Right.
But sometimes you have this hunger in one play style or one aspect of a game. And then every once in a while a game comes along that just has this one edge. And it's enough. It's perfect. Yeah. It just works because I can completely fuck out my brain in that one thing that I kind of like about gaming as well.
All right.
So I get that. Doom. I remember playing a Doom that was on computer, but that was maybe
the first Doom
20 years ago. Well, the first Doom that I've played was still pixeled and fucked up. But then I didn't enjoy it. I was far too young. I was scared as fuck when those pixel monsters came. I ran out the room.
I mean, it was kind of similar to Quake, which we are also playing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry if I'm offending any community, but
to
me those are the same
probably
thing.
an expert would wonder how stupid,
Yeah.
how we dare talk
How
about
dare
it.
die.
But the thing was, I've enjoyed playing it. It was extremely dark and gritty, and I loved it. It had a lot of jump scares. But the one that I played later, it was another one. Not the
another
first
Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, right, okay.
It was like Doom. I don't know. They had
Some
like this. It was the one where I think you're always on Mars, aren't you?
No, you kind of go to hell as well. Or is Mars hell?
It's possible that
Yeah.
in the core of Mars, but you land on Mars, yeah. But you landed on Mars, and in the beginning, it's kind of friendly, and it's just this small, like over a bridge and into the couple of rooms, and then the electricity gives out, and everything goes down, and then you're in the same room. And the cool thing is, you know the environment, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. Somehow you have a sense of comfort with it because you knew there was this the vending machine and the here and my key card.
You got accustomed to it.
Yeah, and there's where the weapons are, and then it's like all dark and it's gritty, and it's like there's like the weather is, it's just all really
it all sucks.
Yeah,
it's
it's
bad.
really creepy vibe.
It's really telling you that's bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you're like fighting around that same environment, which I always thought was a very funny idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
You get stuck in like this
From
comforting
completely
room.
safe, this is my safe zone. You actually, in the beginning of the game, I actually thought that might be like a place you come home to. That's like the home base, the village or something, you know. But then you realize, oh shit, no, we're in a completely
They're
different
invading
level.
your space. Right.
But they were simple. It's true. It was essentially killing. But they had, I think they had some riddles to solve. Not really riddles. Riddles would be
But some small puzzles, maybe.
Yes. Maybe sort of a labyrinthy room design where you're like, oh shit, do I have to go left, right, wait.
Yeah, Quake had those as well, right?
Yeah, but essentially it was essentially just killing and
mostly killing
and looting. Yeah, but I enjoyed that one, and it was like you had to know if you. And that's something that I really had to learn because I was a very hectic gamer as a kid. I felt very existentially threatened. If my character was threatened, I would cry.
Right.
I to me it would be like psychological warfare. I would be walking away scarred and traumatized.
I mean, yeah, I probably felt that way as well as a kid.
But my thing was that and at some point you realize, okay, I have to like change my mindset. I have to enjoy this and say, okay, maybe I'm gonna die, and maybe that's just how it is. And the thing was with Doom, it was great. It was a great schooling for just saying, I'm probably gonna die, and I'm gonna enjoy the fact that I'm gonna die already. I already know, like I'm already smiling. I already got the smile on my face of where is the jump scare coming from, and how the fuck am I gonna get shredded?
I mean, I want to get shredded.
You're like saying, all right, embrace it. If you can't avoid it, just go for it, right? Yeah. And then eventually you'd know, like, oh, and then there's the guy coming from the left. Then I have to wait a bit, and then I go over there and stuff. Like you learn your sort of your ways around, and I like that because it was a very controlled environment. Doom had they had the ability to do things time based. It was like it wasn't an open world that had to be constantly supplying itself. It was like we release him then and he needs at least 10 seconds to get over there, so after 12 seconds this thing is gonna happen if he doesn't move fast enough. And it's like you had to sort of figure that out. You had to work against the clock somehow.
You kind of have to figure out the AI.
Exactly.
AI in quotation, because
like very pre-designed. It was really like a pre-designed. It was really like a horror movie that somebody just established everything. It's like a haunted house. And you're just going through this. Yeah, that's it for gaming. Well, that's what I've been doing and thinking and wondering about. So horror games, I'm waiting.
Horror games.
Anybody has an idea, please guys, let us know if you have a good horror game that you would recommend. We're always
we kind of got stuck one evening just looking for a horror game, right?
Yeah,
remember that? We were just looking for a good horror game.
I think we found some good stuff, but we didn't quite find the game that I'm looking for.
The game. I mean, we have to still. I think we have to play it sometime together. Dead Space.
Yes,
which is the one that I wanted to show you,
which seemed very cool and interesting for me to see. But I thought, is that the one that has a slight, even one could almost say a comedy touch to it?
No, I don't think that was that one.
No, Dead Space. With the girl flying out the window in the trailer.
No, that was Dead Island. Dead Island.
Oh, that's right. I keep mixing them up.
With the sad trailer. Oh man, the trailer got us.
The trailer was beautiful. The trailer was really good.
But I didn't play it.
But it also sort of revealed certain aspects about how it could be done that caused me to be doubtful a bit.
Yeah.
Because it's not like I get what the pictures, but it seems to be kind of pushing something through that I'm not sure that I would love it all the way through.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
But Dead Island, I have to say, like, maybe leave some comments on that. I've not yet played it, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it.
Well, actually,
we're gonna get
to that.
it. It's
we might actually have to
classic.
do some. This is what other people research if they're studying something or whatever. You know, we're gonna have to do some work.
We're gonna have to do some researching.
We're gonna have to do some gaming together.
Have to do some gaming.
Maybe we're gonna have to play Dead Island together.
Maybe we're gonna have.
Oh, the other one. No, which one did you play? You played
Dead
Island.
Space. Dead Space. I have played Dead Space, but I think it would be cool for you to play Dead Island. I think we can play Dead Island together in theory, but I'll have to check back on that.
Well, maybe we just take turns. I mean, if it's a single player game, we can do it like turn-based.
Yeah.
You know,
hugging the controller again.
Exactly.
Right.
And I will not.
I will not let you.
No, I was actually. Hey, whoa! We were actually having that situation like an hour ago, and I did ask you whether you wanted to give it a go. So you could have given it a whirl. That's
bad
not
time to play that card.
That's right. I actually can exhibit my behavior to be.
Speaking of gaming,
splendid.
Speaking of gaming, I wanted to tell you what I've been up to regarding gaming because I don't really have time to game right now.
That's right. Okay.
So I'm just keeping one tab open on my laptop while I'm working.
Hat trick.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that as well. But I'm playing mahjong. Do you know mahjong?
Yes.
The Chinese game.
Chinese,
Japanese.
I used to play that a lot in the train. On the phone, obviously, but I was.
But not the solitaire version.
With the stones on top of each other.
Not on top of each other. You play as four. It's like Yasse in Switzerland.
Oh yeah, it's four.
You play it as four.
It's
four players against each other.
But it is
not layered. Layered is the solitaire edition.
So we talk about a different kind of mahjong because mahjong.
It's the same stones.
Yes.
Mahjong. Yeah.
With those.
But you have to.
I just played that simple table thing where you like make a pyramid and then you have to put the matching ones away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's those stones. Mm-hmm. But when you play as four, you have to. It's more like rummy.
Yeah.
You have to get a matching sequence, and it's as I told you, I'm not good at focusing on just my studies or just playing mahjong.
That's right.
So that's why I have both open at once.
I see.
And I've been doing a lot of mahjong playing last week.
Nice.
I only just learned how to play, and I'm completely in.
Is it cool? Okay.
It's fine for a browser based game.
Did you play Tichu?
Yeah, I think I played with
you
guys
actually
last year.
Had the Swiss Championship. I remember.
I organized the Swiss Championship of Tichu.
We're actually having the president of the. What do you call it?
I wouldn't call it that.
No, is it not?
It was an unofficial. It was an unofficial Swiss Championship, but it was a Swiss Championship nonetheless.
Yeah.
And it was held at the local youth bar that I was working at the time, and I just said, "Yeah, I'm gonna take responsibility for this event." And
crazy.
It was a great event. Like Tichu players, there was Tichu players from all around the country, and they're great. I mean, atmosphere.
That is cool, man.
Atmosphere was super chill.
That is fucking cool, man. And that you did that, I like it.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I didn't know at first what I was getting myself into. I thought I would just be doing the bar. But then they wanted me to get up on the stage and have a word, and they thanked me for it and gave me a bottle of wine. It was great. I loved it.
Nice,
that was actually
good stuff.
So Tichu community, rise up, man! You're great.
Yeah, it's a big up and coming thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but you played that a lot. Mahjong. So is it? Do you recommend it? Mahjong, play or nay?
Play or nay? I'm gonna hit you with a maybe on that. If you have work if you want.
But you let's go.
Okay,
let's go a scale of 1 to 10, but it is 5 minus 5 plus. Should I play it?
Wait, I didn't understand
plus
anything.
I will have to play this game. 5 minus is like kill somebody before you follow their orders and actually play it.
Okay, I'll say in real life, if you play it in like with your family,
people, and actual cards in the hand and a beer,
cards,
and,
stones.
Stones. That's right. Stones.
Because I've ordered a set now because I'm fully engaged. I ordered a
for real.
Set, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, so it is a record. Okay, so we're definitely, ladies and gentlemen, spoilers. We're probably not in the minus here. We're probably in the 0 to 5 range.
If you're gonna play it with me, I'm gonna give you a +4 on that.
Wow, it's that
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
It's amazing.
it's pretty
It's
good.
amazing.
It's not a bad
It was an
game.
incredible experience. Holy shit.
That's-
That was a different game. That was different, man. No, do you know what? That was actually different.
Mahjong is peak gaming right now.
Must be.
It must be better than what do we have?
Crazy.
I'm not gonna say anything on any other games. But yeah, Mahjong.
Oh yeah, are you gonna shame somebody?
No,
here
I'm not gonna
into
shame
being a-
nobody.
I wouldn't play this shit.
I think Mahjong is better than this.
Yeah.
It's better than chess right now for me. I love chess still. No.
No, I meant because I know that chess is.
I still love chess.
To you, if you say that, that means something.
I still love chess. It's great, but yeah, something different.
Just had enough.
I just had enough.
I just had enough. No, but I get it. So okay, interesting.
Right. That's what I.
So you can play that online. You can play that, or do you play like against a computer?
No.
Like
You can play it online. There's a.
So you play against people when you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly Chinese.
Do they get pissed off when you're studying and playing? Do they realize that sometimes he's taking too long?
No, there's a. You have a count. Yeah, you have a counter.
Like in poker games, there's always this clock. That's
You only have
sort of,
5 seconds per turn.
Okay.
For every second you take longer, it's gonna count down from 20. And when you don't get those seconds back. Like you get every round, you get 5 seconds plus the 20 that you've saved up.
Yes.
And if you take longer than 5 seconds, then that counts
Then
down.
start to reduce that from the 20, and when the
Exactly.
20 runs out.
Then it just makes a move for you. It's probably not a good one.
Just
kicks out your leftmost tile. And-
yeah. It'll just go
mean,
like
that-
for the might as well thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair.
Yeah, cool.
But I got lucky once because I did not know what to do and I let the timer run out and wanted to do something on the last second. And the computer did a random move for me. And then I looked at my hand again and said, oh yeah, that was a better move. I got pretty lucky on that one.
Cool. It happens.
Happens to happen.
Nice.
Right. So, we've been
Love it.
talking a lot about gaming. We've got
Where are we? Oh, yeah,
80 more minutes.
Okay.
And I wanted to hit you with something that I stumbled across while
Substance?
consuming media.
Substance.
Substance?
I think we're talking about something with substance.
Oh, I wouldn't call it that.
No?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, surprise.
I've stumbled across a YouTube Shorts channel. I don't know if anyone uses YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts.
I personally think YouTube Shorts mostly suck.
Is that YouTube Shorts? Those I wear
The
when I
reels.
go to the beach and I go surfing. What kind of shorts you got? Well, it's YouTube.
I got the YouTube Shorts, the one with the big red logo. YouTube Shorts. Don't you know YouTube?
YouTube
It's like
Shorts.
the reels on YouTube.
Yes. Ah, the short.
The Shorts.
That's
Your
right.
Shorts.
That's that new. That's like it's like this. It's the TikTok of YouTube.
TikTok of YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
God, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
I
bad.
hate it.
But this channel does it well.
Does
Imagine
it well?
the worst format with someone. No, the worst.
Talented, a good editor with a fucked up engine.
Yeah, I wanted to make an example, but I'm not gonna call anyone out on that.
Yeah, that's true. We have to be very careful because maybe there's people listening to this that we didn't even know were
Listening to this.
cool too, even
cool.
though they were something we thought wasn't actually cool. But
So
it was cool, and we realized not yet. We will then.
I think you're lost in this.
Well evaded, my friend. Well evaded.
The thing is, this is Subway Takes. That's what the show is called.
Okay.
And it's a guy, I don't know his name, I'm sorry, but he goes into the, I think New York subway? No? He just goes into the subway and asks people about their hot takes, like opinions that'll have them that are controversial.
Fired up. Yes.
Yeah,
what's interesting at the moment? Yeah.
And there were a lot of takes that I thought, yeah, that might be contentious. That I know people who would argue against or for that, and it's usually just little things, like nothing political or anything.
Yeah.
Just some
genuine. Yeah.
So, and the first one reminded me of you. That's why I wanted to hit you.
Okay.
So the first one was, and no matter what position you take, I'm gonna argue against you.
Okay.
Because I heard the arguments. Or...
Well, you have a tendency to do that anyway.
Yeah,
this
that's true.
guy has been pissing me off. I'm telling you guys. I've had moments I wanted to fucking
Don't say
someone, no, and I wouldn't have, but I should have. No, but
Probably
seriously,
true.
he's but I love it. And then in the
Yeah.
end, he's just kind of resolving the whole situation, saying, "No, man, I'm on your side. I get it completely." I was just kind of interested to see what points you would bring forward if somebody questioned your authority on that. I think that's a really cool thing to do. Well, at the same time, I think that's a really mean thing to do.
And it's
I don't know
annoying.
what it is.
Yeah.
It's annoying for sure, because then I think all this emotional effort, all this explaining, all this soul searching for ideas to point it out, and you've already agreed.
Yeah, I like to play devil's advocate, so I'm just gonna hit you with
Okay, hot take.
The first hot take was from a man, I think, and he said reserved ticketing killed the movie theater. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you used to go to the movies, just look for seats, which are the best seats, which are still available, but you already bought the ticket. Like,
Yes.
and now you go on the website,
And you pick where you sit.
Right, and if it's kind of full, you don't even go at all, which is
Interesting theory.
his theory. And what I wanted to start you off with is, are you still even going to the movie theater?
Good. Wow, interesting. Yes, well, I do actually. Yes, I go.
You do?
I actually watch good movies. Like, but that's like, I'd say that's like maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Maybe something
Tops.
like that. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because I haven't.
Well, I think tops will be 4 once every season.
Okay.
But that will be well.
there has to be some bangers in there.
Yes, exactly. But there's years where I only go watch one thing or something. Yeah.
Because I haven't been in probably since before COVID, so like 2019.
Yeah. No, I've been once or twice since they opened back up, and
Okay.
I mean, but it's just movies where I really feel like that I'm really psyched about. Like if Ridley Scott has something coming up, or I mean, when like my favorite example was a movie that just because of what I knew before I went to see the movie, I had to see the movie when Napoleon was in the movies, because it was Joaquin Phoenix and working with Ridley Scott, and they did it on Gladiator, where Joaquin Phoenix played Caesar. And then it was like after a long time, it's like they were doing something together
again.
So I was really psyched out to watch it. I enjoyed it fine. I thought it was good, but it wasn't what I expected. But then that's what I expected, because Ridley Scott, he
didn't expect.
He has an angle. Yeah,
You expected to not get what you expect.
Yeah, exactly. I was kind of looking for something a bit cryptic.
Okay.
But I have to say there wasn't also substantially. There wasn't like I sort of in depth. Yeah, I've had mixed feelings about it. But I have to say, like, I only watched it the once, and I might have to watch it again, because I really enjoy connection, like if things
Details.
are attached and details that belong together throughout the story.
Callbacks and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah, I put a lot of value on that, and I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't feel much of that when I watched it. I didn't feel like, this is happening because of what we said, but. Some of it was, and it was okay.
And maybe you missed some things. I mean,
exactly.
that's
And
likely.
I would bet on that. Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing Ridley Scott, I know that I missed out a lot. But yeah. So the thing is that I go to the movies maybe 2 times a year.
Do you? Or did you? Did you? Did you used to go more often when you were younger? And do you think that's just because of your age, or no? I have to let you answer first. I'm sorry. Did you used to go more often?
Much more. I went much
more.
Yes. I had years where I went within 2 years. It must have been 15 times. I mean, I've seen some movies. Like my favorite, like when Batman: The Dark Knight hit the theater.
Did you watch it twice?
No, I think I went 12 times.
12 times the same movie.
Yes. Every other day. Shit. Every other day.
And was
a day off, and then I watched it again. A day off, and then I watched it again. A day off, and I watched it again. That was crazy.
Oh, shit.
It was such a shame that by the time the movie came out, Heath Ledger unfortunately already passed away. But to see that, and as an actor, where we're like, because I was studying acting at the time. Okay. And our acting teacher, I'll give you a little example to sort of
of course. I love it
if I may.
Hit me with it.
Our acting teacher, he said, like, there's this golden rule: never play what you say, because if you play what you say, I might as well just read it.
Okay.
So if you want to interest me, then tell me we're in a hurry, but take your time. And I'm like, bizarre, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? If you say we're in a hurry and you hurry, then I won't even notice that you came in, because that's what I expected. You were in a hurry and you said we hurry. But if you do something cryptic and we go like, what, but why does he say hurry and now he's sitting down? That's interesting. That creates that creates tension and exactly. Okay. And it sort of keeps the audience's mind sort of tangled up with somebody. Okay. Like, this guy's still in the room. It's not like, I think there was somebody else. It's like, no. There's one specific guy, the dude who did that. Yeah. So this is something that's how they know. As an actor, you use this very consciously. Okay. And so that there's like this. I mean, no rule is a rule in acting, because it's art, obviously. Doesn't work. But it was like, don't play what you say, because that tends to get a little one-sided and boring. Right. So, but Heath Ledger had one sentence where the Joker is. He's hiring people for his team. And then he said...
I think I remember that.
And he said something along the lines of, now there's a lot of potential for aggressive expansion. And what he does is he plays aggression. He's looking aggressively at them. Well, he says aggressive. And then he says expansion, and his hands fly into all the directions. He's mimicking an explosion. He's doing exactly what he is saying. He's on point, exactly playing what he's saying. And it's such a beautiful example of something you usually shouldn't do, but that worked. That fucking worked.
Yeah. And you can just imitate that. You can't just do it yourself, because you're gonna fuck it up probably.
Exactly.
But he knew in that moment that was when he could use it.
Exactly. Right. And it's really like, if you're studying acting and then you have somebody creating something so crazy like Heath Ledger's Joker, that's just... I mean, that was gold. That was the most interesting thing for me to see. So I think I went like 12 times. 12 or 13 times, something like that. It was a good 10 for sure. It was
above 10,
Yeah, it was above 10.
So, and would you attribute that mostly to just you...
Well, it's a combination of things. I'm sorry,
you being more interested, or...
No, but with then, what it was as well was releases of movies were half a year before the film came out on DVD.
All right.
So if you really want to see this film, you watch it now, or you wait 5 months. Maybe 3 months. But there was a window of 3 months where you were denied the ability to watch it. Because it wasn't in the movies anymore, but the DVD wasn't out yet. So there was like this small frame, this window. And knowing that, to me, as somebody who I had to
get the most out of it.
Because I didn't want to wait till the DVD's out to analyze what he's done.
Right.
I was right in there. Yes. Let's get...
That's the best thing we have.
Exactly. Exactly. And so I was really,
So your counter-thesis, or my counter-thesis based on what you said, would be video streaming killed the movie theater.
It's a number of things, because it's also like what we've done to television shows, because back in the days, I mean, there was only this cheap sort of this fast scripted everyday television, like those sitcoms, yes, exactly, where you're like, it was a mass product. They had to make a lot, and they just wrote one episode after the other.
You didn't have time for 20 takes.
Exactly. It was just moving on, just move on, whatever it was. And today they really shoot them with care. It's like a good movie. It's like you have the ability to expand on a story. Like if you, for instance, take The Lord of the Rings, they did 3 movies. If they would have done 3 seasons of something, they could have been much more in-depth and really appreciate the individual character. And I think today they really do it.
And I think they're trying to do it to Harry Potter, right?
They're going to try that. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I'm going to be very interested on your take on that.
Okay, I'll let you finish.
But the thing was with for instance, like what I liked was True Detective. Did you see that? The first season with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. And it was kind of like...
but I know both those people.
Crazy.
Which is an achievement for
crazy,
me. That to me is an achievement,
But it's like, I think it's like... it's not that long. It's got like 8 to 10 episodes, something like that. Okay. Something quite compressed.
True Detective.
And it's a very atmospheric movie. I would say it's like a good crime movie. Sort of mysterious crime movie. But doing it as a television show, like a TV show like that, allowed them so much more to sort of go in depth and really show the nasty parts of the characters, or like show the stuff that you wouldn't have time in a 2-hour movie. You have to step it up, and we have to keep him on the friendly side.
You can build the character in 2 or 3 episodes because the movie's already over.
Exactly. And you can give him like a really gritty, nasty sort of aspect to his character, but it's still, you still think, but he's kind of the good guy.
Yeah.
And it's I think the way we do TV shows is more careful now, so that we handle television shows with the same care that we used to handle movies. I mean, the reason the movie was 2 hours, I guess, was attention span for one, but it's a budget thing as well. It's expensive to cut together 2 hours of good material.
Yeah.
But now that we have companies that have billions, they could say, well, let's just take a couple of 100 million and make a few seasons, something that grows with that. So, yeah, I think that's another aspect. Film is not as important as it used to be in terms of the landscape. There's so many more things.
TV series,
there's podcasts even.
Is there?
We are no, but I mean, I'm just saying that entertainment has become so broad. Like you got podcasts, and then all the way down to those TV shows and everything, and all it's on demand now. You can decide when I want to watch it now, and I won't wait a second.
But that's what I kind of think. That's kind of what might kill the movie theater. For one, yeah, exactly. Movies are not as important anymore. And the other thing is, why go out and to the movies and pay extra money when I can just watch it from the comfort of my home with like some ordered pizza or something like that. Which is, if you think about it, I sometimes probably still prefer going to the movies, even though I don't do it anymore. But yeah, it's just so much easier. And the easier choice, as we started off with, the easier choice is often really hard to consciously decide against.
Yeah.
It's just easy, so why not do it?
Well, the thing is, I don't know how they date today. I'm serious. I don't know what people do if they're like going out. It's like, I think some things have changed, because like
sorry, what did you say?
Date. Yeah, because back in the day, that was like something you would do. Like you liked a girl, she liked you, and you were like, hey, what are we gonna do? And you go and watch a movie.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Movie theaters, worst date. Worst date idea.
I liked it.
No.
I liked it.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
no,
I did.
you didn't.
I did.
No, you
didn't.
Yes,
I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, but you did.
I know. Yeah, I liked it, and I liked it exactly for the reason you don't like it. I think. Because I liked the cringy thing of not speaking and sitting next to it. I liked that, because only somebody you truly like would you endure that with.
But you don't know her.
Yes, but then it's like, it's social cues. How often do we look over? Are we like, do we have a comfortable rhythm? Do I feel comfortable with you next to me and just not speaking?
But then I can't really enjoy the movie and can't really enjoy her company.
That's true.
In my opinion. That's true. But
both
probably
both sauces, yeah.
Maybe you should both go watch the movie first, and the second time you watch it together.
Well, I usually just did the same thing, but not go to a good movie. Usually, if I would go on a date, it would be like probably something I was like. If I was stoked about a movie, like if Batman: The Dark Knight hit the theaters, I wouldn't go and watch that with a girl, because it's just, this is something. I was too personally invested. Then I would be annoyed with her next to me. I'd be like, could somebody take that girl away?
Yeah,
I'm
she's
trying to
taking
enjoy
my
this.
attention.
Exactly.
Right.
Now I feel like socially responsible for her, but I'm just watching this here.
Yeah, I get it.
But other, like, if you watch something where you was like, I don't know,
I think that's why these bad horror movies,
some silly comedy or some bad horror
movies are really good for that,
because they gave an incentive to get close and
close and like, oh, did you see? Yes, I saw. I was here.
And it's something to talk about, because you won't forget. It won't be like awkwarded out. It was like, do you remember the ghost and the skeleton? I was there.
No, I remember the first time I wanted to ask a girl out when I was like 14, maybe. I wanted to ask her out to a movie, and it failed.
It was
the whole date failed.
The whole date? What, you didn't even go?
No.
Have you ever gone with a girl to a movie?
Yeah.
That you
multiple times.
Multiple times.
But only after we were together, like officially.
Ah, yeah, no, but I meant as a first date. Like as a date,
no.
Not a first date, but as a first date, I wouldn't either. But like in the getting to know phase.
No, I haven't been on a date in a movie.
Okay.
I've always been either to bars or pizzerias.
Well, that too, yeah. That too, yeah. But that was the thing with me, you know. I'm trying to feel you. If I'm on a date with somebody, I feel like I want to get to know, like, just, it's like I say, like this subconscious way, like the rhythm of how long are you taken in with receiving? Mm-hmm. How long does it take for you to internally digest what you saw? Because I can tell when I look at you whether you are receiving something or whether you are analyzing what you've just seen and your look is sort of empty. And how long is your pause between that to sending something and shooting me a look and not just checking whether I'm seeing, but actually looking at me with the message of, you cool. So those things that happen while we communicate, like those tiny aspects, I think it's like a rhythm.
Oh, that would be too much for me.
It's a rhythm, but it's a subconscious rhythm. You don't consciously do that.
Yeah,
but
probably.
We're kind of like, if I lean in because I want to tell you something important, you could, if you're interested, lean in as well because you think, oh, it's going to be important. I don't want to miss anything. But you could also lean back and be like, oh, it's going to be important. I'm going to let you speak now, right? You could lean back and you show just the same degree of interest. Okay. You could say, like, I give you the stage. Yeah. I'm leaning back. It's your turn to speak. Or I'm saying, I'm coming really close because I want to catch what you're about to say. Yeah, Both is very inviting. But the question is, what works with me better and what not? Yeah, just of course, nobody knows that about
themselves. Just what you feel
exactly
in that moment. Okay.
What is and it's like what is more like if I talk to you about something interesting, I don't know what I want you to do, whether I want you to lean in or lean back.
Yeah,
but
you're just gonna feel
we have to figure out, yes, and if I get to know somebody, and if I was on a date with a girl, with me it was a lot about this. How do you even bounce back from receiving to sending to analyzing to any of that? And I think I always felt that was the interesting thing, like how do you think? Because if we think the same way, we might click because we have the same intervals where we check on each other and we'd see each other and we'd enjoy that we'd see each other and we would back each other up and we'd move on. And that's the thing that I was really looking for.
Yeah, I get it.
And if that's what you're looking for, then if you're going into a restaurant or a bar and then you're just sitting there and you're talking and you might not know what to talk about, the fact that it's uncomfortable is so obvious that it's difficult to develop this natural pacing where I can be myself to have you even realize whether we could click. And I can't feel you in your comfort zone. That's why I enjoy you looking at something. If we watch the movies and I look over and it's not just you staring back when I look at you, but I see whether you're looking at your nails, looking at the movie, are you interested in the scene?
No,
are you, I can
creating a sense of familiarity.
Exactly. And I can sort of see
emphasizing
exactly, and I can sort of see whether we might click from a conscious level, which is probably.
I mean, I guess it's fine.
It's a nice attempt, but I think it would never work to do something like that consciously. I don't know.
It just never occurred to me to feel that way.
It's weird.
To me, it was just.
I'm weird.
And I'm going. No, I like it. I love that. Don't.
Cool, man.
I think that was great. But to me, it was just. And I'm gonna cut you and me off on that note because we're way past the time limit.
We're overdue. Yeah.
The way I just do it is go to a bar, order drinks, non-alcoholics, first round. The more alcoholic drinks I drink during the date, the worse the date probably was. And
if you don't remember anything, she was horrible.
Yeah, probably. or me. Maybe I
was
you.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because I have good days and I have bad days. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And on the and I'm gonna be a little romantic right now. And on the night I went out with my current girlfriend for the first time, we went to a bar. I had a cup of tea. She had a coffee with a lot of sugar or something like that. And nothing else. We stayed there till 3 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Till they kicked us out. Nothing else. And I kind of knew that was the perfect date to me.
No way.
Yeah.
That was freaking cool.
That's kind of cute.
That is a beautiful story, man. By the way, thank you for sharing that. That's a jewel out of you. I like that. Yeah. That's a really beautiful thing to just be comfortable. Yeah. It doesn't take anything. I don't need any.
Because if you're socially anxious, and I kind of am sometimes, it really helps to drink alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
And just knowing with her that I didn't have to drink alcohol really made it that more comfortable for me.
Wow. Yeah. That is impressive. I like that, you guys. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't really need any external influences anymore.
You're
We're
right.
just chill.
We're
together,
just
yeah.
fine. We're just fine sitting
Far out. That's
there.
cool.
That was a good evening.
But I think this is a beautiful thing to sort of send our audience back out into the world with this enthusiasm that even you people, we all might encounter somebody we just want to drink a tea with. Or maybe coffee. And that'll be it.
Or both.
Or both. Ta-ta.
And we missed it last time. I'm sorry. For everybody who was waiting for some good music.
Oh yes, the songs.
We forgot. I forgot it last time.
The song, I forgot it too, though.
Yeah, but...
Maybe you forgot it too. If you didn't remember, then we wouldn't even have to apologize, would we?
Okay. I'm not sorry.
Well, me neither now.
But we are...
Unless you did notice, in which case we're sincerely and truly sorry.
But we are joining together to enrichen the Apocalypse with our...
The Apocalypse.
With our...
Isn't it beautiful?
Our newest edition. So,
okay.
What have we been doing? I'm sorry. I'm a bit slow today. We have 8 songs already. All right, so we need 2 more. And then we can start with a new theme. Because right now it's all last songs. And it's a bit depressing.
Yes, these have all been... it's the Apocalypse. So this list was really...
Apocalypse.
This really was all about death.
Oh, I mean...
Eventually.
That's me. Yeah, it was. It was, mostly, I think.
Although...
No, last
Oh,
week.
just one song we always listen to. The only song that we'll ever play. But I still live the rest of my life.
Yeah, right.
It sounds a bit apocalyptic.
Last week was just the last song you played today.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did that.
I wish I hadn't picked that one because it doesn't really work. But it's in the playlist.
It did work. I don't remember what I think it was listening to the soundtrack of Fight Club, which is actually lucky me. I could have been listening to much sillier stuff.
It was Chemical Burn.
Oh,
which
is a weird
one.
That is a fucking weird one. And it's not like one of I think Fight Club has so much. I like it because I see the scene. I see the scene of him getting burned. But I think there's so many cool tracks that I would recommend, like Space Monkeys or Homework or Medulla Oblongata, or there's so many cool songs in the selection of Fight Club that I think it's odd, but I had to talk about the last one I listened to. And
Sing for the Moment by Eminem. I don't even listen to that song anymore.
Yeah.
Had it open that day.
But it's true because we've always been very careful with the selecting of the songs that we would put in that list.
Yeah.
And last time it was sort of a catching you off guard.
Yeah.
What have you been paying attention to? Yes. But it's true.
And this week, it is going to be... Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
What... And you already know it, actually. Do you remember? I told you last week, just after we turned off the recording.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. But
what
you
the
said
scenario was going to be.
Yeah, but you said you were gonna forget because you already had a song.
Oh, shucks, I was absolutely
and
right.
you are great at forgetting it.
I'm amazing at forgetting. I'm the best at forgetting, actually.
What song do you want to have played at your funeral?
Oh.
And I've been indecisive about it. Because at first I was like, I'm gonna cheat. Because there's no better song than Isalé.
Good.
It is the best one, but it's been done before.
And we have to, at this point, maybe make a little quick sort of side note here for people who don't know this.
You go.
Yes.
You go, girl.
So our grandmother is a Samoan, and she grew up on the Fiji Islands, and at the age of 18, I think
it was 18.
18, she moved to Switzerland and met our grandfather, and then stayed in Switzerland, and then had our parents, and then we came along. So we have Samoan roots, and Isalé is it's actually a Fijian. It's a Fijian song, but since she grew up in Fiji, on the Fiji Islands, this is a song that to her was always sort of a callback to where she spent her first 18 years, which I think is an incredible thing to think about. And I couldn't imagine it. So,
it also makes sense because it's a farewell song.
And it's a farewell song, exactly.
So
it's about the heartbit of this separation.
Right.
And
for her to listen to it here in Switzerland while she was away from her home.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was a bit too perfect. Like
it was very touching, and I think really, it was something that really fit. It really was emotionally very charged.
And so you were able to perform Isolé at her funeral.
That's
and I
right.
think that
we
was
played that. Yeah.
by far, that was great.
Oh gosh, I was struggling to hold it together.
Yeah, but
that was
it was
tough.
great.
But we did it, yeah.
I
We
mean-
did it, and it was absolutely the atmosphere in that church
Yeah.
was really magical.
The whole
and it
church was singing Isolé, which
Yeah.
isn't very conventional.
Yeah, that's really not something to
I
happen. on
loved that.
Yeah, that was really an amazing thing.
And so I decided I will not take Isolé because it's
Isolé, yeah,
too
but
good.
I think it would be
It's
a
too
good choice. I mean, you know, it would be something that we obviously are tied to that song
yeah.
ultimately as well. Because it's
If I die and you don't sing it at my funeral, I'm gonna be mad. I'm not gonna,
gosh.
but
you would
You know
if
what I
you
mean.
did it.
If I
you
could.
knew. Okay, cool. Duly noted.
that was
But,
my first thought.
You're younger than I am, so you're probably gonna have to play it on my funeral, if anything.
Fight me about it.
We'll
Not if I can
well,
help
okay.
it.
We'll fight to the death
Yeah.
because we both want to make sure that we die first. The other one has to die first so that we can play it for the other one.
Jump out of the window first.
So, back to the point. Yes, so I get it. Yeah, that would be a good choice.
That would be a
but
great
You
one.
decided not to go with
I
that.
decided not to go with it
Okay.
because it was Granny's song.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
And so today on my way here, because I was set on Isolé until today.
Cool, yeah.
And then on the way here, I was listening to
I wouldn't have been smart enough, but hearing this...
Really?
Yeah, no,
You performed it.
I wouldn't have thought... Yeah, but I wouldn't even have...
And on my way here, I listened to a few other songs, and I was like, yeah, maybe there's something else I could do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still a bit torn. It's a complete callback to the first episode. Like, do I want to go happy? Like,
Yes.
is it a party?
Yes.
Are we
What do
celebrating
you want
life?
for the people? What do you want for the people who know you and who loved you to feel when they're gonna sort of say goodbye? Does it have to be a shit moment, like shit in terms
Yeah.
of sad, melancholy, or couldn't it be a fun moment of hey, let's have another beer, hit Britney, he wanted
Yeah,
it, he wanted
exactly.
it, let's just go and yeah.
But I think you should be celebrating life at that point.
I think so too.
Because the funeral is not for the person that died. It's for the
Exactly.
the others.
It's for the people who live,
Yeah,
who
exactly.
survive the person. So it should be something that is the best for them. But you could say it's I don't know. I do feel a certain appreciation in grief as well.
Exactly.
There's a certain
It feels good to kind of let the floodgates open.
Yes,
Let
exactly.
it in and let it out.
Exactly.
So I had two choices.
The soft whining little shits we are.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just
I'm
gotta,
proud of it.
Sometimes you just gotta give
No,
it
true.
your all.
I agree.
But I'm not finding them right now. So one was The Last Laugh by Mark Knopfler.
Mm-hmm.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
That was like more of the happier.
Last love, baby is yours.
Exactly, because it's kind of
Love
sad,
it.
but
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. No, but it has a
also
nice pace. You know, it's not too slow. It has a certain backbeat that keeps it alive and going. It's a good song.
It's not just sad.
I think Mark Knopfler, anyways, is a good choice. That's a good
Yeah,
good call.
He's not crying while singing it,
No,
but it's melancholy.
there's a depth to it. There's a certain
And there's also like Bonnie Tyler, Say Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
But then the church gonna need a mop
Absolutely.
to wipe up all those tears.
All those
Because-
get wipes, everything.
Otherwise, you're gonna drown.
Get the tablecloth from the meal. This is horrible.
But I think the way we just spoke about it, I think for me, The Last Laugh is probably that's probably it.
I like that. That's a good one.
Have you been able to like put any
I find it
thoughts
difficult.
into
I
it?
find it difficult. I find it very difficult now that I think about it. But I too have these two approaches. Like, do I want to sort of leave with a deep and dark sort of? Do I want to resonate with the people who went to my funeral to give them something to sort of, I don't know, to something touching and that sort of opens an opportunity to let that grief in, Or I'm too now sort of leaning towards party because fucking
Yeah,
it's
it would
how
be
I
cool.
lived as well. I don't want to be like, I don't want you to feel different emotions than we felt when we were together. We had a good time always.
Yeah.
Or at least we tried. So
I don't want you to come to my party and then
be
cry.
like, yeah, come to mine and it's gonna be shit, And so I think I'm gonna go with happy as well, but that's also because I couldn't think of a sad one off the top of my head right now.
Happy as well.
I'm going with a happy song. No, with a happy song as well. I'm not going.
I was
no.
looking up.
Oh, you
the
were looking
song
for
already.
the song "Happy" as well. No,
Happy as well.
no.
There's nothing.
Actually, mine is. I think I'm gonna take the fun twist and go "On the Road Again" of Willie Nelson.
On the road again.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
Maybe.
The life I love was making music with my friends.
Okay.
I can't wait to get on because I'll never get on the road again. But it's a cool song. It's like when you go out there.
But you
gotta go on
okay.
the road again.
You gotta go on the road again.
Do all those things
Okay.
and live life.
Willie Nelson. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I gotta catch up on that later on.
Oh, cool. Yeah. It's a very probably one of those songs you must have heard it, but yes.
But you just
but
you
it's
don't
not
remember
one.
it as that. All right.
That's right.
So these two conclude our Apocalypse playlist. I'm gonna give you 18 seconds for your final statement.
Well, I didn't mean it, and I'm sorry, and I never wanted this to go that far, and no, I think this was cool.
Yeah, I
I
loved
hope
it.
you guys had a good time, and we'll be catching up next time. As always, cheers, fellas.